all of you at home are wondering what Ruby, Alain, Trevor, and Chinese food have in common. The answer will shock you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to A Filthy Talk, a Filthy Lots live panel exhibition show. Sorry, I just got flashed from off camera. Wow. A Filthy Talk is a Filthy Lots weekly live panel discussion show. Oh, my God. I'm your host, Trevor Gemma. Mayhem has already ensued, so... Goddamn, I was going to go through a whole opening thing just on my own.
That's wrong.
Dear God. I have invited chaos to the show apparently today.
This doesn't work.
That really threw me off. First off, I want to give a shout out to Big Pete's Collectibles in North Vancouver. You're going to notice that there's some mystery boxes on the set today. I want to let everyone know that we do have 4 Channel Point redemptions available today on the show. There is Ask Us Almost Anything. Roast the Host is a special one for today only. RP Filthy Talk is on there, though no one's going to be able to redeem that. We'll get to that eventually. And What's in the Box is carried over from last week, but it has changed. It's now more expensive, and there is a limitation of 2 per show. And that is how you're going to be able to access a mystery box with a trivia question. You'll be able to trigger a trivia question that's open to the entire chat. And the first person who gets the answer right in the chat will get to pick a box 1 through 5 and win the corresponding prize. Congratulations to everyone who won last week. We also have to resolve a giveaway of 3 D&D guidebooks, but we are not going to do that yet. We will get to that in a little bit. So yeah, thank you, Big Pete's, for hooking us up with all the awesome giveaways. Happy Pride, Vancouver. It is Pride weekend, starting this weekend in Vancouver, and I don't even know what's happening, but I'm going to look in to see what's happening this weekend, because COVID canceled everything last year, but it's Pride, baby, so happy Pride to everyone out there who is part of the community and who's an ally to the community, and to the rest of you, I guess, I don't know, just shut up and sit down. Also, a quick thing that I have forgotten to mention for the last couple of weeks, A Filthy Talk is now available on Spotify. I want to give a huge shout out to Ryan White, who you've seen on the show as our fact checker very often. He was here on the panel last week. He went through what was a very time-consuming task of getting all 50 episodes up to that point up onto Spotify. So if you want to just listen to the show and not have to watch on either Twitch now or YouTube after the fact, you can also just listen to it through Spotify. So yeah, I'm Trevor Gemma. As captain of the Starship Chatroom, we have Ash Turner. And she's got her fan up for some reason. What's going on?
We have just had a redemption for Roast the Host.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Well, we will get to that.
Yeah, can we redeem that when we start?
Yeah. We'll get there. Before we do it, we'll get there. Oh, thank you, TA. Oh no!
Okay.
Don't drink that one.
I will.
If anyone wants, I'm good for now, but there are drinks available. Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
we
Down
forgot to
it,
get
down
drinks
it,
beforehand.
down it.
Well done. Okay, so joining me today we have
I sanitized.
Alain Williams, Ruby Wills, and Owen Wong. Wong, Wills, and Williams, the law firm pending. Right? You guys have it organized yet?
Yeah, any day.
Any day? Yeah, it's coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very serious.
We're going
very
through
good.
some litigation. We're actually being sued at the moment, but any time we'll have the website launched. No problem.
Yeah, it was to do with the soy sauce factory, but don't worry about it. We don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
We're not supposed to talk about it.
Wow. I'm warm. Don't mind me. I'm just going to fan. So normally we have a theme or we have topics that we sort of explore on Filthy Talk. But today, inspired by something Alain said to me, he likes to sit down and talk to people and whatever happens, happens. So that's what we're doing today, folks. And I was wondering just, what you guys wanted to talk about. And Owen, do you have something you want to talk about?
Well, immediately no, but I did a lot of research last night, and I was thinking, man, we don't know enough about the lovely people that we work at this great place, AFE, and I think it would be a great time for us to kind of get to know some of the people. So I did a lot of research last night. Like I said, I was doing a lot of text. So Alex did me a huge solid, and he put together a few slides for me. So if you want to take a look at, this is some Ruby trivia. Okay, that's not Ruby, actually. That's, I don't know who that is, but it's kind of similar, so that's okay.
It's actually my sister.
So, yeah, another thing you should know about Ruby, she used to be, like, tall, like, scary tall. And I think it's pretty interesting to know that most of the height was in her ankles. She has pets.
Whoa. That must have made shoe shopping very difficult.
I guess so.
I would
Why don't you
assume.
tell us a bit about your pets?
My pets? I have so many pets. I had a lot of hamsters growing up, all that was stringed to traumatic child experiences from.
Oh.
One was called Pretzel. I had a guinea pig called Turtle that got stuck in a hedge for a while. I had a couple of dogs. I had some cats
Wait,
that
how
had
long
dementia.
of a while was it stuck in?
I don't actually like talking about me. Can we move on?
Yeah, moving on to the next point, related to the famous actor Robert Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yes, he was famous for implementing the atomic bomb. Ruby, what was your role in all of that?
My role in implementing the atomic bomb was I was actually just PA that day.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, I was
pretty
just
cool.
kind of,
you know,
yeah.
to be part of the magic.
My ankles
Everybody
were
quiet on set.
my
Yeah.
My ankles were weighing me down, so they just stuck me by the door.
This is going to ruin the world.
And then last up,
Yeah,
what
that's
does
my
Ruby?
family.
What does Ruby weigh? Let us know in the chat what you think Ruby weighs. You could win one of our camera packages worth up to $10,000. That's really nice of you, Trevor.
This is not true. You cannot win one of our camera packages.
We talked about this before the
No,
show.
the camera packages are not prizes. They are not prizes.
Okay, well let's move on to the next slide then.
Vegetarian, but hair smells like lasagna.
There's an answer, Owen.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, Ruby weighs 2 miniature goats.
2 miniature goats.
Yes.
Oh, that's only
Like the
since
petting
she's
zoo.
shrunk down from 6'2".
Yeah, like a
That's-
petting zoo.
Yeah, that
Me
crazy.
and all my furry friends.
That's 10 minutes at the petting zoo.
Weighing
Two
each
miniature
other.
goats.
Wow.
5 minutes each.
Well, if you
Yeah.
can't win a camera package, I am offering. You can come. Oh, I'll have you over for dinner. You can meet my wife. It'll be great.
What's your wife's name?
I didn't write that. I don't know.
My favorite part of that slide was vegetarian, but hair smells like meat.
Kind of.
Kind of
Oh,
lasagna.
I'm deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You got meat hair?
Oh, so
I am
much
uncomfortable. I'm
sausage
sitting right here.
links in this bonnet, and I weigh like a Shetland pony after a long Christmas holiday. Can we move on? I'm sweating.
Yeah. Next slide
Yeah.
is Alain.
Alain!
Gang.
There's some fun trivia about Alain. Again, this isn't a photo of Alain. Alex, I'm not really sure what's going on here, but yeah, I sent you some photos to put in. These aren't those photos. He's a storyteller. He's a comedian, but he prefers the term storyteller auteur.
Yeah.
Incredible smells. It's actually supposed to say has a strong sense of smell. His pants so tight. His pants are really tight, super tight.
Doesn't
He's
food for political.
his favorite food is actually beef and broccoli, even though he's a vegan.
Yeah.
But it says he doesn't eat Chinese food.
Yeah, well, for
it's-
political reasons, he's decided he doesn't agree with the Chinese government, so he's boycotted all the small businesses that were related
It's
to the Chinese
I
government.
prefer the African style beef and broccoli.
But you are boycotting
Is there an
small
African beef and
businesses.
broccoli?
I remember during COVID you were telling me
Small
how
to
you were gonna-
medium size.
Is there an
It was
African,
peak
like this is a
COVID.
legit question, is there an African beef and broccoli?
I don't know. I'm not from Africa.
Polish, aren't you?
Okay, hold on. I'm forgetting, I jumped onto Owen's thing, but we did have a roast the host.
Yes.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Let
I'm
us.
just
we'll come
not
back.
about you right now.
Let's
come back.
roast the host. Okay. I just want everyone to know that I only roast the people that I love, and I love this job. Is this where's my camera? Where's my camera? Sorry,
That one?
is it-
No, that's my camera.
The one with the
That's
red light
your-
on it?
Okay, good.
Just
Trevor Gemma is the only man I've ever met with big dick energy in his forehead.
I mean, that's a compliment, I guess? Is it? I don't understand that one. I mean, I get big dick energy, but in my forehead?
I'm passionate. Unpack it. Hey, if you put channel points in now, you can unpack that joke.
Okay.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
We were talking about you.
Let's get back to the slide of Alain, shall we?
I mean, all I have is that you don't like dogs. Something you told me earlier. I have a quote here. I would never hurt a dog, but some dogs really have it coming. I don't know if I agree with that, but it's something you told me.
That doesn't sound like something I would say out loud.
That's the only thing I've ever heard Alain say about dogs is, I like dogs.
I like dogs.
No. You like...
Doesn't love
Yeah,
dogs.
I like dogs.
That sounds like a threat to me. Anyway, let's move on to the next slide.
Oh, great.
I think we've talked enough about Alain. I think it's time to get to know our host.
Yes.
I feel like we don't talk about this enough.
Yeah.
So let's. Why don't we get that slide up? Trevor,
What?
our wonderful host. Again, this is not an image of Trevor. Alex, I don't know what. All right, moving on.
Are those twins, or is that the same guy from two pictures put together?
I couldn't tell you. You'd have to ask Alex. He put these slides together.
I think that's what Alex thinks you look like.
Yeah.
Is Trevor spelled with that many T's?
It can be.
And it's just Jen.
It's Norwegian when it's spelled that way.
Yeah. He actually, his claim to fame is he's a world-class Patsy Cline impersonator. He's famous on the Vegas Strip. He has toured all over Myanmar, and a lot of people don't know it, and he's kind of shy of talking about it. So I really wanted just people to know.
I don't talk about it much, and
No.
that's because then the pressure would be on to do it here, but I only do it for a really large price.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a taste. This is the biggest platform we can get.
Yeah.
No, I'm huge in Myanmar, as he just said.
Yeah.
And, if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Fair.
Yeah.
Why do I have this job then?
Hey, Alex, did you spell Trevor's name like that to make fun of me?
Oh, yes! Damn.
Thank you for your honesty, Alex.
So Trevor and I were talking before the show, and I don't know if I totally agree with this, but he says that single white men are treated as second-class citizens, and he's not sure why that is.
Amen.
I guess there's two sides to every argument, so I'm not gonna shame on the show for that.
I did not. Mother, I did not say that.
You did tell me that once in the makeup chair.
Trevor, we talked about this.
Oh, shit!
We talked about this before the show. You didn't want me to say this?
Clink, clink.
Yeah, this is totally bullshit. I
This-
never
this,
said that.
This is embarrassing for me. All right, moving on. He has his Class 5 driver's license, which means he can drive and doesn't need to be accompanied by an adult. A lot of people don't know that.
That is true.
Yeah.
Whether or not I should be accompanied by an adult is another story.
Exactly. And he doesn't believe in ghosts or magic. I have a quote here.
This is grossly inaccurate.
You think mine was accurate?
No.
This quote is really offensive. Do you want me to read this on the air? I'm not. I refuse to read this.
I mean, I want you to read it.
I'm
because
not reading
it's
this.
gonna be full of lies.
That is. I don't know who mountain people are, but you did them dirty. That is not fair. Anyway, I think why don't we take a look at our next slide?
Wow.
I bet all of you at home are wondering what Ruby, Alain, Trevor, and Chinese food have in common. The answer will shock you.
Two vegans and a carnivore walk into a Chinese food restaurant?
I think we'll move right into our next slide because I did a lot of research for this. And I mean, why don't we can start by breaking down what Chinese foods are. So the important thing to know is that there are two main food groups. There's sweet spaghettis and there are smaller foods like little corns, fortune cookies are small. And then there's Chinese sausage, you have your corn dogs, you have hot dogs, you have pigs in a blanket, etc.
That's traditional. That's from the Chongqing province, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Pigs in a blanket.
Mm-hmm. So that breaks down the essential groups of Chinese foods. So moving into our next slide, it's a little bit Fishing for carp. Well, I mean, carps are different fish have different preferences, and the magic part about carp, because they live in the water, a lot of people don't know that right off the top.
What's happening?
They're great fish. They have a lot of personality. They're great as pets. I see Ash has a question.
I mean, who doesn't?
Honestly, this isn't even supposed to be in this. There was another slide
Magical
that was
fish in
supposed to be in here. We can move on to the next slide. Ash, you have a question.
I have so many questions. However, the reason my hand was up was for a statement. We have another redemption for Roast the Host.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, great. Bring it.
So here's my camera here.
Yeah.
That's me. Okay. Good. Trevor Gemma dresses like Avril Lavigne's cousin.
What? Sure. Yeah, all right. I'll take that.
I don't want to be
I guess.
here.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Avril Lavigne's cousin.
Avril Lavigne's cousin.
Cousin.
Where is she from?
Don't you know her cousin?
Manitoba.
That's on you, dog.
Apparently, that's my doppelganger.
Hey.
I guess so.
All right.
Anyway, we can move on to the next slide. So another thing that I find relatively interesting, I want to talk a little bit about, is
Sorry.
I don't know who's laughing back there. All right, basketball. I find basketball wildly interesting. So I've put together a small breakdown. That's the size of a hog, and then that's the size of a basketball.
Actually, that's how much I weigh.
That's
one hog.
Yeah, one hog.
one hog.
One hog.
Is that a British?
Yeah, there was actually there's supposed to be another slide to
Stop using
transition
stone.
into this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
I'm very
we
displeased.
we can move into the last slide here. So something I've been doing.
I'm so uncomfy.
I don't know why everyone's laughing. I've been working a lot on my body over COVID.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
The positioning of the faucet is particularly of interest.
Look more on your body.
This is that the bathroom here?
Yeah, that's from this morning. And I was feeling very confident this morning, and I figured I want to share the work I've been doing, and Trevor, I want your thoughts on. I've been doing a lot of work on my body. What do you think?
I think you're looking great, bud.
Thank you.
I think that I'm confused if those are underwear or pajama pants under your pants.
Those are my underwear.
Those are underwear. Okay. I think that you ought to watch some fashion channel or just like RuPaul's. What was that?
Alex is crying.
Oh. You can
Again.
stand to watch. Poses. Your poses are a little. They could use some work.
Well, okay, here's something I want to point out. I sent Alex these photos to put together. I don't know why it says Oriental snack at the top. I find that relatively offensive.
Somebody in the chat said you'd be hungry an hour later.
I don't even know what that means.
Shit.
I love
I am only half Oriental. I am half offended. And I don't think that's... Anyway, moving on. Alain, what do you think
Both.
about my body?
What do
Full
you
snack.
think about my body?
Half Oriental, half offended, full snack.
Full snack.
Yeah. Part of this complete breakfast.
Finally, Ruby, what do you think about my body?
I'd rather eat mushy peas.
Woo.
I
She's from
love
England.
mushy
She doesn't
peas.
have
Then
taste.
wait.
I know, that's like a big British compliment, I think.
Wait.
No.
That's a big British compliment. Would
Owen.
Would a BBC?
One of those
Is that
weird,
what you
it's
just
one of those
said?
weird Britishisms that I don't get.
Dear God.
It's not in
Oh, what is
honor of the shape of your body.
I've been told I resemble mushy peas, which, again,
Snack.
But I've been told that your calves
When
Very much admired within the Caucasian women 50 plus.
My mom told me
They're
women
an
would
easy
kill
demo.
for my calves, so that stuck with me. I've taken that around my whole life. Well, that's the end of my slideshow. I hope everyone learned a lot more about who we are and what we do here.
I deeply appreciate that you prepared that slideshow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Owen.
Thanks to Alex. Big thanks to
Thank you.
Alex.
Yeah.
Appreciate your help with all those slides.
Yeah.
The Oriental part I'm not super stoked on, but
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone just said box number 4. You didn't know what? That was something else. I think you should rock a top knot more often.
The top knot,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good look.
Pineapple Bam Bam hairdo.
Big fan of Dr. Seuss and the Who's. Yeah.
Ruby, when you said you'd rather eat mushy peas, was that then answer the question or?
Like,
Oh,
is
no,
that
I
a
just-
compliment? Or?
No, I'd just rather eat mushy peas. Like, I'd rather sit at home not looking at an Oriental snack.
Then do what?
Look at you and your little this.
Whoa,
Sorry.
that's harsh.
No, to
I
be
don't-
fair,
I don't
it
know.
was asked. It was asked.
It was asked.
What do you
did
think about
say-
my
I
body?
was giving you
about
an
my
honest
body?
answer, and I
is
don't
so
know.
It wasn't an
I don't know
unsolicited
why you find this
opinion.
embarrassing just because one woman is like, I don't like you, and now you're gonna cry about it?
I'm not crying.
Did you put something in my drink? I saw you. Was this the
Whoa,
plan?
whoa, what?
Sorry, that was too far.
I didn't.
I don't know what's a bit and what's not.
Hey,
You know what? I don't either, and it's called my life.
Let's bounce this back to the host. What do you
Hey,
want to say?
What's going on, Ash?
what's in the box?
Is it got redeemed?
Let's talk about the
Okay,
box.
let's
Keep crying. You know what you did.
I think they've got an hour's worth of bits, so we'll see where this relationship ends by the end of the show.
There's no
Okay, so this is a what's in the box. I'm gonna ask a trivia question, and whoever answers correctly in the chat first gets to pick one of the boxes and win the corresponding prize underneath said box. The question: you guys aren't eligible because you're on the show. What was Mario's original name? I'm talking about It's a Me, Mario, from Super Mario Brothers, you know? I'm Italian, I can make that voice.
Are they allowed to ask for
No,
hints?
wait. No, there's no hints. Oh, we have a correct answer. To Grand G, although technically JMP Man, Jumpman, you kind of, he got there though. It is Jumpman, was the, in Donkey Kong, was the first appearance of Mario. I'm gonna give it to Grand G, because Jumpman is in there again. Yeah, Grand G, pick a number 1 through 5.
Someone just won a
What?
thing.
Are you crying?
3.
I'm fine now. I'm better now.
That's
Number 3.
believable.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, this is where it's happening.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba, ba. Fitting for the Mario question. Grand G has won a set of 5 Super Mario Brothers socks. I'm just gonna turn this
That's good.
backwards.
Good.
Congratulations, Grand G. We will send us a whisper and give us your deets, and we'll send you some socks.
I mean, speak on it out loud though too. You know?
Whispers are just DMs on Twitch. It's just what they're called.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also out loud.
Yeah, do it out loud.
Out loud.
Friends.
Get on the nearest rooftop and shout out your address.
Holler. Holler, holler, holler.
That's how I make friends.
Holler at your boy.
I'll let you boy. So, what did you want to talk about, Ruby?
Mine's not as good. I mean, really, it's hard to follow that, honestly. I mean, as embarrassing as it is hard to follow that.
You trashed my body. I don't know what's to follow.
You asked the chat how much I weighed. And you said I had massive ankles. And you said that my uncle, did the atomic bomb.
Yeah, but he meant like massive.
Don't even come for me, you Oriental snack. His words, not mine. Oh, Alex's.
True.
actually.
Yeah, Alex's words. Alex's
This
words.
is not going to catch on.
Alex, famously being, of course, half Oriental.
No, I don't think Alex had anything to do with that.
I don't like any of this. So
I'm
let
not
me
gonna
talk
blame
about.
Alex.
Also, that word isn't okay.
It's
Which?
awful.
Oriental? Yeah.
Oh, very
It's
bad.
not my
Very
time.
bad.
Snack? No.
I like
Snack
a snack.
mix.
Well, I was going to discuss the potato famine or Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
Yes, but since I'm a basic white woman, let's go with the murder. So Jack the Ripper was an unidentified serial killer active in the largely impoverished areas in around the Whitechapel district in London in 1888. I don't feel like this is appropriate anymore, and it's not a very funny joke that I had written out when no one's laughing, so actually I'm doing Wizard of Oz.
No, Jack the Ripper's great.
Talk
Funny
about Jack.
story because I'm related. No, I'm joking.
Are you? Oh, that'd
No,
be
no,
crazy.
no.
Because I mean,
don't know,
wait,
maybe.
didn't they recently find out? Ash, can you look this up? This is a legit question.
What?
Didn't they recently actually find DNA evidence for Jack the Ripper?
I'll
Oh,
look it up.
in the brown pit of the Thames.
Because there was all kinds of crazy theories about
Probably.
like him being like a member
Ah.
of the royal family and that kind of shit. and
Probably,
then-
yeah. But that's like
Whoa.
closely linked, right? Like,
Yeah,
all
but I
that.
think that there was something that linked him to an American serial killer.
Ash,
that
while you're actually
happened
doing
to
that,
be there.
I have to do something for Sarah and Lala that I said I would do, and I'm not going to enjoy that this is going to be the internet forever, but this is for you.
Oh.
So they made me a pair of nunchucks,
Oh.
and they wanted me. Oh, I'm off my mark. I'm so sorry, Alex. Jesus, please don't. Sorry. I don't know if that's right.
He called me an
But like,
oriental. Don't worry about it.
this is from the makeup department.
Don't stand.
Ash,
This is
buy
nice.
it
Don't
anytime.
stand. This is good.
We're
Yeah.
not going to stop you. This is entertainment, folks.
Thank you.
I'd
That
like
was
to
for
see some
Lala and
baddies
Sarah.
tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Big fan of nunchucks, a martial arts weapon that I don't know how to use.
I hate that I did that.
Fair.
So, if you
To be
Jack
honest,
the Ripper?
I do too.
Yeah, me too. I'm like so sad right now. I'm gonna cry.
What is
I'm
your-
having a panic attack.
Every day's a panic attack.
All
Let's
right.
go, let's go, let's do it.
Did you want to talk about the Wizard of Oz because it's Pride Weekend in Vancouver?
Yes,
Oh, cool.
yes, I do.
Okay, so I was always very curious about. I just know that there's the connection of the Wizard of Oz, specifically Dorothy, to the gay community, and I never really got to the bottom of that. Does anyone? did you-
I don't know the details of the answer. What I do know is that one time I was at work and I asked one of my co-workers, just off the cuff, I was like, hey, who played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz again? Because sometimes I get Judy Garland mixed up with like other like older
Okay.
kind of actresses of that era. And she stopped doing what she was doing in the middle of a rush
Like-
and said, if you want to ask me if I'm gay, just fucking ask me.
Oh shit!
And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was about that. And she went, ha ha ha.
That's how she said it?
Okay.
Straight up, ha ha ha.
Well, so
Haha.
She was weird. It was cool.
I know
like
that
that.
the like.
That's cool.
I know that the friend of Dorothy is a code that like when prior to now, even though it's still not as accepted as it needs to be, but when gay men were trying to be more on the down low about what they were doing, that was like something like "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" is a code that they would use
Yes.
to know if.
It's a Britishism, isn't it? Sounds like it.
It sounds like a Britishism.
Yeah.
I think it's also great that they took, but like I'm going to talk about how crazy the filming was on that, but not disrespecting the film and the community that's created. Like, for example, like the film obviously starts in black and white, and that's apparently in the gay community being explained that when Dorothy finds like this colorful, beautiful land, that's what it feels like to be recognized. And
Oh, word.
I hear someone laughing.
That makes sense.
And,
I think someone's just being.
I thought I heard a
Loud.
sneeze.
Yeah.
shush. And and I just and I thought that was really beautiful, and that's something
Yeah.
I recently learned about. So and you brought to my attention as well. So that's great. So I'm not going to shit on that aspect, but I am definitely going to talk about what an awful crew and production that was.
Oh, do it.
Yeah. So especially makeup. I'm a makeup artist, and I'm not gonna, disrespect any of that. And I'm reading off my notes, and I'm very overwhelmed all of a sudden. But basically, because of like the innovators of 90 years ago when the film was taking place, we have learned a lot and come very far. So they made a lot of mistakes. And
I know one of them.
You know one of them?
Yeah, I know that the Tin Man's makeup had, I believe, it wasn't lead, was it?
It was aluminium.
Okay,
yeah.
aluminum, yeah.
Aluminum.
Sorry.
Aluminum.
Sorry, aluminium.
Aluminium.
2 different words. Fun fact. 2 different words. The guy who named
What? Really?
the element, he named it aluminium first, and then he changed it to aluminum, and that one took over here, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna change it back. So it's not just an accent thing. It's 2
Seriously?
facts.
That's a fun fact.
Sorry, please
bastard.
continue.
No, that's okay. I'm totally used to men speaking over me all the time. So, I'm totally joking. That was a really fun fact. So yes, the makeup artist was Jack Dawn, and he is absolutely incredible makeup artist. He worked for MGM for 37 years and was churning out 3 films every year. He had a huge career. His dad was also murdered, not by Jack the Ripper, but you know, whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
They never caught him. It could have been a late murder.
But also, Wizard of Oz resulted in some of the most recognizable makeup designs ever created in Hollywood production. It was huge. This film also, apparently, I'm not a camera person. Maybe I'm about to disrespect you, Owen. But
You already have.
well, we'll get to that. And their cameras, apparently, were the size of refrigerators. And that's when they were shooting in color. I don't know any more about that. I'm going to shut up.
They
And
could have been. I don't know.
are you still upset? A little bit? Mushy pee? So anyway, back to like random facts.
I'm just gonna go to
sorry.
the fact checker. Yes, I am interrupting you, but it's,
That's fine. Are you nervous about that now?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, back to Jack the Ripper. There was new DNA evidence, but it's not like hard proof. But there was like a stained silk shawl that they were able to DNA test from Jack the Ripper's 4th victim, and it links it to Aaron Kosminski, a 23-year-old Polish barber. But it's not actually like fully
Bad
confirmed.
business.
And then also we have a redemption for Rose the host.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame too, because that barber was known for his tight fades. So
You gonna roast, or we're just gonna watch you drink? What's happening?
Yeah.
oh, was there a roast redemption?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is my camera okay? That's one.
Yes.
Okay.
You are?
Trevor, Gemma, and I both have speech impediments. I have a stutter, and he can't stop talking about the Joker. Just 2 things I would like to highlight also. The first one is the more audible and sincere your laughter is, the more likely it is I get to keep my job after this. And secondly, I know Trevor has a lot of fandom tattoos on him.
I've got one.
And I wanted
Is that
to
a lot?
show.
Is one a lot?
It's more than none. And I wanted to show that I, in fact, have a fandom tattoo as well, if I could. Speaking of that last joke, I got this tattoo right here.
Oh, bullshit. Is that what I think it is?
Right there.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Here we go.
That's beautiful.
This is
good.
This is not just a very long way to go for a joke. It's also the most I can flex.
Better than a mushy pea.
Why don't you get your little mushy pee out?
Well, it's interesting you'd say that, and you'd present that to us, because I also have a fandom tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah, and in solidarity with your crop top. Sorry about the mic touch. There we go.
Oh boy.
I also have a tattoo. It says Trevor forever, and it's a lovely. It hurt a lot. It took about 4 hours to get that work done.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, because that wasn't in the picture from this morning.
Yeah, it looks fresh.
No. Yeah,
And a
it's
nice
fresh.
crop top too.
Yeah.
AFE
Yeah.
crop.
AFE crop top.
Yeah.
They spelled it wrong.
And you know what? Whilst everyone else was getting tattoos, like I thought, Trevor, you know, you have a lot of love going around, but maybe there's not a love for Alex. So I got a Lutz is my man. That's for you, Alex. My Lutz.
Oh my God.
Everyone's included here.
I wasn't. Oh boy.
Right, so The Wizard of Oz.
I was
So
gonna mention
9 days into filming, one of the so Buddy Epstein played the Tin Man, and they tested many different looks for the Tin Man. They tried covering Epstein with tin, silvery paper, silver cloth covered cardboard. Finally, they decided to go with white face paint coated with aluminium dust. 9 days into filming, one of Epstein's lungs failed. He woke up in the night screaming. He remained hospitalized for 2 weeks.
Probably not that loud.
Probably no, because his lung collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. And during which the film producers hired actor Jack Healy to replace him. And his skin turned blue, and it was pretty bad. So that's what happened to the Tin Man.
They just used it again?
No, they hired someone else, but the original guy was just blue in hospital with one lung.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the producers were like, this isn't our problem, we're gonna continue.
But
with
So
this."
do you ever see the first guy on camera?
No, but it's his voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? For
Yep.
the whole thing?
Yep.
It's all 80 yards.
So they recorded, no, like all the songs, sorry. So every song is our friend Buddy Epstein.
Epstein?
Epstein.
I don't know.
Blah, blah, mushy Pia. And, and then the actor Jack Healy replaced him. And then they reformulated the makeup into a paste that was painted on. And the newest actor also missed 4 days of filming because he had a really bad eye infection. But he didn't lose his job in the end.
Or a lung?
Oh, also, when Judy Garland is like, Tin Man, let me oil your arms, that was chocolate syrup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fun.
that's
That's
not
fun.
gonna collapse a lung.
I feel like you could use oil at that
That's
point.
just a fun thing, I guess.
Yeah, that is just a fun
that's
fact.
that's
Hey, so the Wicked...
Sorry, I thought you were shitting on a gay icon.
Yes, of course, that's totally my whole aesthetic. And oh no, I've been seen. Please forgive me.
I didn't know what I'm saying. I didn't know whether there'd be fun facts.
The Wicked Witch of the West caught on fire. Like, she actually caught on fire.
Really?
Yeah, while filming the scene in which the witch disappears. Not me, but the witch disappears. Sorry, that was a fucking awful joke. Oh, sorry, that was an awful joke. Sorry, I just said fucking.
We're allowed to curse. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
Twitch.
okay, we can?
Fuck it.
I feel bad for Capri. Anyway,
fuck you.
the panic attack's still going on.
Oh,
And,
well, I can help you with the panic attack because
No, I'm
Ash
fine.
has her hand up. And
Oh, yes, please.
Uh,
I'm overwhelmed.
Thank you to Capri for letting me know that I missed an Ask Us Almost Anything, because
Oh.
I did not see it because of all of whatever this is going
oh,
on.
this is distracting. Yeah, I get it.
Famous for Nothing asked, I was wondering who Owen thought would win in a fight between a taco and a grilled cheese.
Ooh, good
Great
question.
question.
It's a stupid question. It's the same thing. You want a twin to fight a twin? I mean,
Yes, that would be amazing.
I would love to see twins.
I want to
fight.
see twins fight each other. Like there couldn't be only one.
So is it a grilled cheese with human organs? Or is it like a guy in a grilled cheese costume? Because I think the taco would have more mobility. The grilled cheese, it's gonna be all elbows.
Are we talking soft taco or hard shell?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm-
soft taco wins out on that one. More malleable and
Yeah.
resistant to damage.
And you could just put like spice in your eyes, and blind
Right.
you.
Bong.
I'm a big fan of Taco Time. Shout out to Taco Time. And trying to get them in as a sponsor. You're welcome. So I think personally,
Mexi fries.
taco. No question.
They're not tater tots.
No question.
Fair. That makes me, this is just a random question, but I'm going to ask it. If you ran into an exact copy of yourself, would you fight it or would you welcome it with open arms?
Oh, in between, I'd ask it what its mission was. I'd ask it what it's here for, and then I'd fuck it up. Because
What?
there can be only one. If he took too long, which he would because he'd have a stutter too, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
I just cried.
Len has no patience for people with stutters, apparently.
I've always wanted to see how much blood is in my body, so I would have experiments on it. I'd bleed it. I'd bleed them
I
out.
bleed it.
It is the wild part.
So you would assume that it was a copy of you, like a clone?
I would ask first, and then I'd fuck it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if it beat you to the punch and said, "What is your mission?" and it thought you were the clone?
Then I'd fuck it up.
Yeah, no,
Like,
right away.
I
know my mind.
You know what, like, I don't want to do this, but like, again, men are talking over me, so if I could go back to my notes. Yeah. So, the Wicked Witch caught on fire, and, sorry.
Go for it.
And, so, the flame, oh boy. And, so the flames caught on fire. The flames are fire. And her broom and hat caught alight, and she had first-degree burns, scalding her chin, the bridge of her nose, her right cheek, the left side of her eyelid. They were all very badly burned. The skin on both her hands were like completely burned off too. And
Damn.
so after she went to the hospital, the next day the studio called her, and they were like, "Hey, when are you coming back to work?" And she was like, "I'm in the hospital getting skin grafts."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, we're gonna fire you unless you come in like a week's time." So she came in a week's time, and they then still applied the makeup, but her hands were so bad they put on gloves instead. And she said, "I'm not doing any more fire stunts," because it was supposed to be like a puff of smoke, and she like walks out, but it just, the delay was wrong and it wasn't planned accurately. So they actually got a stunt double to come in for her, because she said, I'll be there, but I'm not going to be doing that scene again, like trauma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. And she's also got like a fake nose and chin on over her burns. Love that. And
That's horrifying.
yep, absolutely horrifying, because they were so scared of losing their jobs, like back in the day. They were so terrified, and she wanted to sue, but she was basically turned like, "You'll never work again."
Wow.
Yeah, insane. And when the stunt double then stepped in for her, she also caught a light. Same thing.
Wow.
And she spent 11 days in hospital. She did survive, and she got paid $35 for a hard day's work.
Oh, wow.
Like including the flame stuff.
That was her gig. It was
stunt
that
double.
one scene, and she got $35, and she got horrific burns and was in work.
Oh wow.
I mean, she was in hospital. Sorry.
1935 skin graft doesn't sound nice.
Doesn't
No.
That doesn't sound great.
fun.
Yeah.
I
Sounds like
thought
they're
about
just
that.
stitching on.
Yeah.
And sadly for the actors playing the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Cowardly Lion, they were banned from eating lunch inside the MGM, what was the studio, cafeteria, because the sight of them eating in their makeup was deemed too disgusting.
Huh.
So they were sent away to
What?
eat their lunch elsewhere.
That's weird.
Oh, and the Cowardly Lion had loads of like fun prosthetics on, and it was revolutionary. Like Jack Dawn did do such an impressive job, despite all the little like, "Oh, that's bad for your health" things. But the costume was actually made of real lion skin. I'm looking at you, Ash.
Seems unnecessary.
It does seem unnecessary, and because of the strong lighting used in the studio, he sweated so badly that every night the costume had to go into an industrial-sized dryer, and they only had the one costume. So he was putting on like this weird lion skin costume and hair, and the costume sold in 2014 for $3 million.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Wow.
I have a fun fact about the lion.
Yep.
So before I got into film, I was working on like a production of The Wizard of Oz, and it was huge, and like there was 1,000 people in the audience, like it was a really big production, and I was taking care of the Cowardly Lion, and they would go back and forth between being the lion and being like a townsperson. And so I had to peel that person out of that suit multiple times a day. It was pure liquid in there.
Oh.
And my job was to pull it off, dry it out, sanitize it, and put it back on him several times a day.
Human juice.
Yeah.
It was
Big human juice energy.
very moist.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very good at your job.
Not real lion fur, though.
No.
That's better.
I think they were a bit extreme in 1939. And by the way, I'm talking about that one, not the really bad James Franco one that came out.
No.
Yeah.
No,
That
Just in
was
case
just
anyone
that one
was
was
a
just
little.
bad and not entirely.
I'm sure that costume was comfortable as
Wait, that
opposed to the
wasn't
first one.
called-
Oh yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, and I have a really fun
It's
one
called
to end with. sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Actually,
No,
I'm
no,
not sorry.
go.
And all the Munchkins were.
This is a discussion show, just for the record. It's not but like talking over
I'm
you
just
is
very-
Series of monologues.
Just saying, when someone else
Series of
talks, it's not like a problem typically. Just saying.
All the Munchkins were staying in a hotel in Culver City in LA when they were filming, and it became a huge problem because they all just had giant orgies.
Damn.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
And that's
That-
all I got.
That's a
that
great
note-
note to end on.
Roast the host.
Oh, bring it.
Take
That
it.
wasn't as fun as Owen's, but there we go.
No, that was
No,
great.
that was fun.
It was dope.
That was great.
I liked it very, very much. I'm happy that Hollywood's gotten better and people aren't afraid to never work it there again.
Me too.
Yeah, that really went away, huh?
Yeah.
I'm happy that power is now distributed evenly there.
What a democracy.
Oh, for the mic?
That actually is something I wanted to talk about, but go ahead. Roast me.
Yeah. Take it like a lime in the ass.
Excellent. My
If you
camera-
don't get the lime in the ass joke, then check out last Tuesday's One Shot or Not.
I don't know why you guys let me up here.
It was amazing.
It's a good time is why. That is exactly why.
Right.
Okay.
This is your camera.
Yes. Trevor Gemma wears colorful, expensive hats to hide his age. But also, Trevor Gemma wears colorful, expensive hats, so we all know exactly how old he is.
O'Brien liked that one.
They're not that expensive.
That's not what I heard.
How much was that hat?
Hey, Casey, Trevor's brother, how much are those hats a pop?
Yeah, 50 bucks.
Oh! Sorry, it's not that bad.
That's not that much at all.
It's not
You
at
could
all.
buy a set of Crocs.
You know
for
how
that
much
money.
I paid
Show them your Crocs.
for this hat? Trick
Higher.
question. I found it on the
Higher.
pavement downtown outside of a nightclub
Do a
after a fight.
handstand.
That's fucked up.
I've had it for a decade.
But they're not that expensive. But they are great hats, by the way. Check out Grassroots, California. It's a little independent initiative out of California, and they make really cool hats.
Hide your age. California hats.
How does that hide my age? Because of bald?
It took me, this took 2 hours to
You're
figure these
bald.
jokes out. Yeah, I'm allowed to make these jokes. I'm black.
Do you want to weigh in?
Okay.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
I look like mushy peas and I have hair.
Before I completely forget to do it, we do have to pick a winner for the 3 D&D guidebooks. So the names are all in this hat. Who wants to pick the name out of the hat?
Ruby does.
No, I don't. Okay,
Ruby
yeah,
does.
I can. Thanks.
I mean, I don't
Owen.
care who does it.
Me and my big ankles are just putting on, like, hang on. Let me just like,
Oh my God.
and I've had ice packs on me, so I'm probably like look like I'm sweating somewhere.
I doubt they can tell.
Ooh, this is like if I was a prom queen. Ooh, who gets to be my king? How demoralizing. Matthew Hazen.
Matthew Hazen? Congratulations, Matthew Hazen. You have won.
You're my prom king!
You have won a player's handbook, a Dungeon Master's Guide, and a Monster Manual. Wow, man, are you okay?
No. They're never fun.
What happened before the show?
You're so angry.
No, I'm not that angry. It's
No?
just who I am.
Okay.
Just no one talks to me.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm talking to you now.
I have. Hi.
So this is a hard thing to transition into, but something I didn't want to not do on this show today. I had
Oh no.
the fuck was that?
It was a
It was
dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Oh. So you talking about The Wizard of Oz and how bad the film industry was, and you were making jokes to how bad the film industry still is, and in a lot of ways, it really is. There's a lot of horrible things about it, a lot of horrible things about a lot of industry. And I had a moment yesterday. We shot a sketch yesterday, and at the end of the day, after getting our makeup all removed and everything, our post-production supervisor, Kenny, was one of the 3 actors in the sketch. And he was just like, hey, it was really fun working with you today at the end of the day. And I was like, yeah, man, it was great working together. And I haven't had we started with sort of a mission, like a vision with this place of like trying to do what film does but better and change some of the elements that we hate. And there is something really special about A Filthy Lot that only really people from the film industry would know what is special about it. But it does apply to maybe other industries in that we have the ability to, like, there was a sketch that we made recently where Ruby was one of the actors in it. So Ruby's a makeup artist here, but was also acting in it. And that same sketch, Owen was the director. Yesterday, Alain was, were you shadow directing on that one?
It's like shadow directing and writing. For shadow direction, I was mainly like kind of like bouncing and working with the actors to try and make things.
So people don't just have to stick to their wheelhouse here, and we all get to sort of, there's opportunities for everyone here to try to do things outside of what just their job is. And I felt that yesterday, and it's really something special and cool about this place that I don't think we talk about enough, honestly. We talk about all kinds of other shit. Anyway, I just wanted to say that little thing, because it was a really positive note.
I'm a back of house guy. I get to do front of house stuff. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Same, me too.
And then everyone's reminded, like, okay, wait a month before we do that again.
Well, this will be the last time you ever see me in front of a camera.
What? Why?
Trevor.
What?
I completely agree with what you're saying. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I agree. I really like working here, and Lala and Sarah, who I work with, are the most beautiful women I've ever met.
Sweet. Alain, is there something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so
We got 10 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to
Let's
just
do it.
come up here and just roast you. But actually, like, I did
I mean, it's
kinda,
hot in here, so I'm already roasting.
I did kind of have a thing I wanted to just like chat about. I don't have too many facts about the topic, but it is something that we could talk about in actually happening to be in theme with like with
man.
Hollywood.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Yeah, you're a fucking mess. It is in theme with Hollywood and Hollywood making changes. Like, as we all know, like, Hollywood seems to be really dominated by superhero films and things like that.
Right now, yeah.
For now, right? And there's been a lot of push because those superhero comic books have been mostly white male dominated, that as they make the transition over and start to change and adapt themselves to be more inclusive of everything, that that the films follow suit and in some instances lead the charge in ways that the comic books haven't. And one of the things I wanted to talk about that I think, like, even if you're not like a comic book head, like, we can kind of avoid the comic book nerdy detail shit of it and just talk about kind of like what it is about, that they are developing at Warner Brothers right now, not one but 2 Black Superman projects.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I wanted to
Like-
jam about that.
Well,
Two
that is
separate,
happening.
unrelated ones?
It seems so, yes, yeah.
And they're gonna make both?
They're gonna make one feature film, and they're gonna make a TV show, like an HBO show.
Because there is a comic that's happening with that right now as well.
Right.
Are they based on that, or is
so.
it unrelated?
So I think the show is based on the comic where they created a character that is not Clark Kent / Superman, who is just a Kryptonian, a black-skinned Kryptonian.
Oh wait, sorry. The comic is Batman's black.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
That's something else.
Yeah, that's
Which
something else.
we don't have time. But I guess, like, I'm of many different minds about it. I think it should all happen because that visibility should just fucking happen. But the idea of making a project that is Black Superman as like a different person that's not Clark Kent, and then making a feature film of Black Superman that is Clark Kent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just wanted to rap about that, but we have a hand up over here.
It's just another roast the host.
Okay,
Everyone's
cool.
loving it.
That's very convenient because it is. Thank you, please.
I like that you brought that up. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, it is the last one.
Okay.
The last of the roast, and then we can chat about that. Sorry, is this my camera?
I'm pretty sure that's your camera.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Owen.
Hi, Casey. How you doing? You good? Great. Trevor Gemma looks like he went to destroy the One Ring, but got stuck at a music festival. That's all the roast jokes I wrote for the day. Thank you.
Which Hobbit do you think I look like?
I didn't say Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay, Precious.
The female dwarves have beards too. Happy Pride.
How do you feel about the idea of making new heroes? Like, do you think it's more important to have Superman retconned as I mean, first of all, he's an alien from a different planet.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what color he is.
Right, but
if he always was black, I would have been fine with it.
Right.
Although it wouldn't have worked back in the day.
It wouldn't have
because
worked back
It has
back
to be
in the
modern
day.
society.
Right.
But like.
Well, okay, so like because we are talking about modern society, because we're talking about society as a whole, saying like it's an alien, we don't care what color he is. You're right, but also like he was a Jewish allegory.
Was he?
Yeah, both of his creators, Siegel and Schuster.
Oh.
Like a baby put into a basket, taken in by those who could care for him, exhibiting his power and standing up for two worlds, right? But yeah, I love what's happening over here. But no, yeah.
Really? Because I don't.
But yeah, like I think if you talk about both things need to happen. We need to reassess the symbols that we use in our media and our entertainment and understand what they're about, and a good way to dissect them is to change one or two elements about them at a time and then go, what does that mean? What does that mean? So for the argument for race swapping or gender swapping existing heroes, there is a big there's a big argument for that to happen. Creating new heroes, that also needs to happen, but in the like media environment that we have right now, no one gives a shit. The audience doesn't care as much, and or they might, but they maybe aren't being heard. And the people who
Talking
are
about new characters? Like,
yeah. And the stewards, well, like I said, like people might care, but they aren't being as heard. And and the stewards that kind of hold on to those things don't want to do new heroes. They want to give you the nostalgia bite because that's going to make them money.
But the thing is Marvel is way more successul than DC as far as film goes. Like as far as all the superhero films go, Marvel's way more successful.
For the past decade, yes.
Since I mean before when you had like the Christopher Reeve Superman, all that kind of crap. But they have made huge money off of characters that weren't all that well known.
Right.
Like no one gave a shit about Ant-Man. No one gave a shit about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, right.
And like those may as well have been new characters because they were new to most of the people who watched those movies.
Right. Yeah. So like I do think that there is like a platform for both things to kind of happen in that.
I think it's more powerful to create a new original story that's a new character. And again, I don't give a shit about Superman. I never really have. I think it's cool they're doing a black Superman.
Yeah.
I think that it's a great character to do that, and people who are upset about it, shut the fuck up, because him being white is not really a part of Superman.
Well, that's the thing. Are they? How much do you know about it? Are they gonna call it like Superman or Super Black Man or like
Black Superman Like I don't. Well, the only thing I know about it is J.J. Abrams is executive producing it.
Really?
Ta-Nehisi Coates is penning at least the first draft of the script.
Amazing.
So like it at the very least is going to be a commentary on something.
Yeah.
So like I do like those aspects without knowing anything else. I'm like, okay, let's hear what it's gonna be about.
Yeah, you're interested.
I do like the idea of creating a black Clark Kent because it allows people who know what those things already are to ask a lot of interesting questions.
Yeah, I think that the
Right?
questions of that would actually be more interesting than any Clark Kent.
It gets
Because
to
how is his life as a black man trying to hide amongst humans?
in Kansas.
Hey, Dorothy left.
Right.
White
Even
Dorothy
she
left.
Even she left.
Like,
right?
even she was like, Toto, we're out.
No, I get
right.
why she left. Why'd she want to go back?
Oh, there's no place like home.
Yeah,
Ugh,
I guess.
Like
I
them
ain't going
red,
back.
like them ruby red slippers.
I think a really interesting question. I'm actually more intrigued by a black Superman than I am someone else casted as another white Superman. By far.
Sure.
Because if he's dealing with any kind of discrimination for being a black man existing, and he has those superpowers, I want to see how he uses them. And his level of self-control would have to be that much more intense than the Clark Kent we already know.
Then, like, you don't get to do Zack Snyder being like, I'll just kill everyone, because then it's like, it becomes a
no.
lynch mob instead
Yeah.
of a, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
In slow-mo, though.
Oh, still
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
slow-mo. You gotta look good. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
look
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I think they need a new Zach. I think they need a Zach Braff.
A Zach,
Oh, yes.
Zach Braff's
Zach Braff's Justice League.
Justice
you need
League.
to see it.
Yeah.
Zach Braff's Justice League.
On
Zach
Kickstarter
Braff,
now.
It's
On
what the-
Kickstarter
it's
now.
what the
Zach
people
Braff
want.
is also with Florence Pugh, and Florence Pugh is like,
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Ah!
Give
Right.
give Braff some space. He's got to direct the next Justice League.
I think
Yeah.
we're getting the raps.
We are, but Ash has her hand up, so I'm just going to, and then we're going to wrap things up.
There's a Ask Us Almost Anything from Nightmedic83, who asks,
Hello,
if you could
Doctor.
make any graphic novel / comic book into a series or movie, what would it be? And also, where did Trevor get his shirt?
They're not a sponsor, but I'd love if they did sponsor me. This is from Threadless.
Sick.
That's it. No, that's all I got to say. Threadless.
like that shirt.
Threadless.com.
when I was 13, I I went to LA, and I hadn't been before, and I went to Hot Topic.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought that's where you.
No,
The shirt might have been
It wasn't a
from-
roast the host. It was a.
Sorry,
Ask Us
no.
Anything. If you could make any graphic novel, comic book into a series or movie, what would it be? Darkhawk. I want to see Darkhawk, a Marvel character named Darkhawk who was really popular in the 90s, had a short run of about 50 comics, and appeared here and there. I'd like to see that story done because it's really freaking interesting, and we haven't seen him in live action. I think it'd be really cool. And it would make my number one worth a lot more money.
I'll be very fast. I would do a Brian K. Vaughan book called Ex Machina. It's a story about a municipal New York superhero that saved the second tower in 9/11 using his technology powers.
Oh.
And then he quits being a superhero and runs for mayor.
Nice.
Interesting.
It's a very good book.
Do you have anyone?
It's very is it like supposed to like make Giuliani look really good?
It's supposed to make him look bad.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a commentary on like the state of art and stories post 9/11.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Okay.
Mouse
this
would be pretty good.
Was
Sorry.
a lot of fun and totally chaotic. Sorry, Alex. You guys were awesome.
Thanks
Thank you
again for
guys
those slides.
for being here and for bringing everything you brought. Once again, I'm going to say Happy Pride Weekend, Vancouver. And I also want to say we did a series of Pride Challenge videos where it's
Yes.
trivia and paint and such. And I'm trying to wrap up. Ash, what?
Someone redeemed what's in the box.
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what to do.
I am sorry, but that's going to have to happen next time because I'm in the middle of wrapping it up. We'll start off with that next time. So sorry, we made the Pride Challenge videos. We aired the first one today. It's available on a Funny Lot, and over the next 4 days, there will be one a day. So go to a Funny Lot on YouTube and check out those videos. Until tune in next week on Tuesday on Twitch or Monday for esports. No, that's 2 weeks from now. So Tuesday, tune in for episode 5 of Shadows of Blood. Until next week, stay filthy. Ah!